this wood grain. You can see I have a pattern here, and it's kind of meeting another pattern going this way. Just want to look for the spots on the stencil that curve in the direction you need. And you can angle it. As long as you do your dragging with the brush in the right direction. An area like over here, we have kind of these V shapes. If you want to enhance this V shape here, look for a spot, a stencil, an area in your stencil that you like. Give it a spray just in that area, and again, drag it with the brush. What that does, it just keeps that V shape nice and defined. And here, I'm going to spray that kind of light at first to see what happens. There you go. Just to enhance it a little bit in areas. Just to I have most of my graining done. I'm going to take the Scotch-Brite pad and do a little blending. I'm putting some scratches, very light scratches in it. Made a few little scratches in the knot hole, going in a circular motion. They look like little cracks or little things going on in the knot hole. Okay, I think we're good. Alright, I'm going to take this piece of transfer tape off, and let's see what we have now. What I did here is that center line between the two planks. I put a piece of yellow frog tape on either side, probably about an 1/8 inch or even less, maybe like a 1/16 of an inch space between. I don't want a big huge space between the two planks. And we're going to take some of this black red oxide mixture. Now what I did is I took what I had in the airbrush and I added I probably had about, you know, that much left. I probably added about 4 or 5 drops of black. So it's a lot more black than what I was using for the wood. We're just going to take and spray it right down the center here. Okay, I think we're good. Let's take our tape off and see what we have. Okay, I put the transfer tape that I had on the sides just to protect from overspray. Here's where I put the yellow frog tape. See how this tape is so nice, it just doesn't pull any paint off. Makes a nice, well-defined line with no underspray. Okay, see if I can give you a close-up of that. Now we're ready to do the frame of our wood panel. We have the top and bottom parts of the frame masked off because the grain on these has to run left to right or horizontal. And what I did is I took some Autowear transparent yellow ochre and I mixed it about maybe 50% of that with 50% white. I used the Wicked white, Wicked detail white. Let's start base coating our vertical rails on our frame. I turn the panel sideways so you can get, so I get the most of it into the frame of the video. Again, using my Vega 2000 airbrush. I've got these both base coated that yellow, light yellow ochre color, the bronze color, red Scotch Brite pad, and we're going to make our scratches into the into this color to make our background grain. I'm gonna turn this over. I'm gonna do the other side, and then we'll start with the root beer. I have about 1 part root beer to at least about 3 parts of 4010 reducer and 1 drop of E-Tac conditioner, or you can use glycerin. What we're trying to do is get the root beer into the scratches and not so much on top of the yellow ochre. Spraying heavy and wet. Okay. Take my brush and go with the direction of the grain. Brush it. And now I finished these 2 parts of the frame. Now I have the shorter length parts of the frame. The exact same thing on these 2 pieces that I did. Here's our panel, and I'm going to give you a close-up so you can see some of the real fine details of the grain that we worked so hard to achieve. Okay, and you can see some of the, if you look closely, you can see some of those underlying scratches and grain that we worked so hard in the beginning to achieve, which helps to get our realism on the grain.